So I just came across this video and I get both parties' sides to an extent. And I also get, because I've also witnessed it going through the the public school system when it comes to how black girls have been treated in the past, and how they were not celebrated basically because of their skin tone. It was very unfortunate when I was growing up, and it was very sad. And what I saw as beautiful society, because of the stigma, did not at that time. Things are changing. They're changing. But I want to play a little bit of what was said from both parties, and I want to expound upon it because it sounds very insensitive from the white girl, right? And when she starts to laugh, what I see is insecurity. I see very much insecurity from the white girl. I don't know. She looks young. Her point of view is it looks like she's being insensitive when it's her embarrassment. And I'm going to tell you why she's embarrassed, because a lot of white families do not celebrate their children. I'm going to be honest with you. They don't. You would think that they do, because of the power dynamic in this country, because we do live under a very white patriarchal system. But the truth of the matter is that white families do not celebrate their kids. They don't. And if they do celebrate, they're very picky about who they celebrate, and they're not even. So like, they may celebrate the boys, or they may celebrate one child over the other. They don't have equality. Let me just put it that way. They don't have equality, and you won't hear white women telling their little girls how beautiful they are. I'm going to be honest with you. They won't do it. I grew up in a family where I didn't get hugs. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in a family where I never heard, "Oh, you're beautiful. Oh, you're lovely. Oh, you have good talents. I never heard any of those positive affirmations. So when I had my children, and both my children are mixed, okay? One daughter has a black father, and one daughter has a Mexican father from Mexico City, Mexico. Okay? And I believe that both my daughters are equally as beautiful as each other. Like, they're very smart. They're very, they've got their shit together. They put, I try to, even to this day, compliment my daughters, like compliment everything about them that I see. I love them, and I love the women that they've become. But the unfortunate thing is, there's families, and even in white families, they don't do that. They won't tell their children they love them. I've never heard of young white girls ever being told that they're beautiful, that they're lovely, which is probably the problem with the Karen situation that a lot of other societies family dynamics are dealing with, because these girls have never really been told that they were lovely, or that they were beautiful, or any of that kind of shit, right? They've never been told that. So when I see this girl on this video, this white woman, this white young girl, because she looks like a little girl to me, because I'm 54, okay? I see nervousness. I see insecurity. And in the same token, the black woman that's on here, she's supposed to celebrate her child. She's supposed to uplift her child, which is what they're doing, which is why these songs are being made. It's uplifting the girl's self-esteem. You're supposed to be uplifting your children's self-esteem. That's what's supposed to be done. And her saying she's breaking the generational curses that white supremacy has put on the children, black children, she's telling the truth. There's nothing that she said that is out of line. It's 100% factual. This is what has happened. So to break that dynamic, you have to be positive, give positive affirmations. But are we giving only that you look beautiful positive affirmations? Like, it should be more than that. So besides her, the little girl being beautiful, yes, she's beautiful and she should be celebrated, but give her more positive affirmations. How smart she is, how industrious she is, how well she can, put, patterns together or whatever it is that in her mind, or she's very artful, or she has creativity, or she has all these different things. Not just he, because I have a grandson now and I want to build him up as well. And I'm about to have 2 more grandbabies and I want to build them up as well. I want to make sure that they feel secure in their life, secure in their growth, and secure, because secure children, let me just put this out here. No matter what race you are, secure children that have been nurtured, celebrated, grow up to be whole and complete people. They grow up to be the type of people that have empathy for other people. They grow up to be the type of people that can actually produce a governing structure and be the mentors of other people in the future. That's what those type of people. So I'm all for positive affirmation, no matter what it is, because words are powerful. They really are powerful. But let me play a little bit of what. Let me see if I can play a little bit of this, because it really struck me strange. Because yeah, this white girl, she doesn't understand. She doesn't understand, or maybe she does and just doesn't care, but I think she does. I think she's just nervous. And I think, honestly, she just needs a little bit of education. Let me just say. So fair use. I just want to play.
So look, I'm all for like telling our girls that they're beautiful and affirmations for them and making sure they know their worth and everything. But at the same time, can you imagine if we had a song that we were making videos to that said beautiful little white girls, and I'm just what's funny? She opened this video.
So her laughing is her nervousness, because it's very clear. And the way that her mannerism is, her family never told her that. So she feels shameful because nobody's ever told her that. Nobody's ever told her she was beautiful in her childhood. So she has embarrassment. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be God's honest with you. I'm very psychic and I pick up a lot of information. I don't tell people all the things I pick up when I watch things. But this is an embarrassed woman because she's never been told those type of affirmations. Never. So she can't fathom that other people want to build their child up and break the cycles, because there are cycles in America, especially, and all over the globe, that is very anti-black women, anti-black children, anti-black people. And I know she probably doesn't know that, or maybe she does. I don't know. I don't think she really fully understands the whole paradigm of that situation. But yeah, we don't have a society that really respects and affiliates, excellence with blackness, which is very counter the universe, because let me just be honest, everything came out of dark matter. Every single thing on this globe came out of dark matter. Every creative force came out of dark matter. But of course, she's not on that level. So I'm not going to, everybody has their own growth. She doesn't have that type of growth, but let me continue.
With an annoying smile, and now she's laughing. So I want to know what's funny. Am I the only one? Yes, you absolutely are. Why can't these people just mind their business? I might be the only one. I don't know, but I'm just saying. It just seems a little hypocritical. Very questionable. And
let me just say, nothing is questionable about upbuilding your child. Nothing is questionable about giving children positive affirmations. Nothing is questionable about that. I think besides just saying that she's a beautiful black girl or, child or he too, I think you need to have every type of affirmation every single day. Build those affirmations. There's a way to be humble, yes, and build positive affirmations so that that child has security within themselves. Self-esteem starts with parents. Self-esteem for children starts with parents. It starts with people in the community. That's what self-esteem starts with. Start building these children up. It doesn't matter what race you are, build them up. Build up these children to be the future leaders and compassionate citizens in the future. Come on.
Teaching our kids wrong. No matter what color you are, little girl, you're beautiful. The fact that black people are now empowered.
That I agree with her. It doesn't matter what color you are. Build your children up. It builds your children up so they don't become the next Karens that want to destroy everybody else's shit, and because she's got such a low self-esteem that she can't fathom other communities flourishing. Yeah, build your children up. Yeah, she said that right. Build your little white girls up to be compassionate and understanding and know that they have a place in the world too. Yeah. However, don't put other people down when you're doing it. Let's continue.
Themselves, glorifying themselves, seeing the beauty and worth in themselves is really pissing these people off. Whiteness has been the standard for years and none of them batted an eye. We didn't hear any one of them talking about how, oh no, it's not okay that we should be the standard of beauty. It's not okay that, we are the ones that are up there while every other group of people are down there. It's not right. It's not fair. I don't think that's okay. But now black people are, changing it up and saying, no, we are beautiful too, and making empowering songs. And now all of a sudden she's coming out of the woodwork talking about how that's hypocritical. Hypocritical how? No matter what color you are, little girl, you're beautiful. Statements like this gives me gaslighting vibes. It gives me vibes of let's not walk with reality. Let us pretend that the societal issues that presently exist don't.
I just want to say that upbuilding, and she's right, because you had Vogue, you had all these different beauty magazines in the 1960s and 70s that only pushed, not even just the 60s and 70s. Look at Hollywood. Hollywood pushed very fair skin, like almost the color of the wall, fair skin women. So it was the standard of beauty. It was. But I mean, can we get to the point where we do recognize there's beauty in all races of women, and it's not just skin deep. It's, it's cultivating that beauty that's within. Like, I mean, that sounds cliche, but it's the truth. Like, a beautiful woman is a very compassionate woman and a very loving and nurturing woman. That's a beautiful woman. Let's continue.
So we can live kumbayali. They make statements like this to make you seem like the bad guy, like you are the one creating a problem in the world where they actually created the problem. When what they actually need
need to be doing is addressing and fixing the problems that they created. And can we quickly talk about how when Black people are minding their business, doing their thing, somehow these people always pop up going, what about us? Because this whole video that she created is giving me what about us vibes. It's wild how them and every other group can be selfish and do things for them and only them. But then when it comes to Black people, somehow we are supposed to be the all-inclusive group. We are supposed to carry.
So I get what she's saying 100% because what is the problem? What is the problem with having a song that upbuilds little Black girls? Like what's the problem with that? There's no problem with that. This is the thing. So building your children up can be a very intimate and private thing, right? So it's not about publicly as much showing that you still support, children, but sometimes public is what's needed because these children aren't getting this at home. Sometimes they have such a dysfunctional place at home that they don't get nurtured, and sometimes it takes society to nurture that child. So wherever that nurturing is coming from, that's a positive. Let me just say that. So the what about me vibe is that I feel like this woman is extremely insecure, and I don't think that she's ever been told she was beautiful, which is why she feels embarrassed to even talk about it. Because I'm going to be honest, as much as people think white women are this and white women are that, they do not get cultivated. They do not get nourished as children. They don't. A lot of them don't. They don't get told they're beautiful. They don't get told that they're smart. They don't get told that they have, they have what it takes to be the next president. They don't get told any of that. The only ones that get told that are the white men. White boys get told all the time, oh, you're going to be the next president. You're going to be the next leader. You're going to be the next this. You're not going to be the next that. So when women like her get embarrassed and talk about why do we need to do this? Well, she doesn't understand, but we do need to do this because there are families, we're coming out of a paradigm of supremacy, and we need to. We don't, as a society, as a complete society, as a whole, we don't know that this is what's been taking place. A lot of people, they're in their own little world. They're not understanding why there are families and there are, social media structures that are trying to counter all of this negativity that has been inculcated onto Black Americans. Let's be honest. It has happened. She doesn't know this. A lot of people don't know this. So these videos are vital. But, I mean, I get her frustration. I get the woman's frustration that's talking about the white woman. I get it. I get that type of frustration because it's annoying. It is very annoying it's a common sense thing, and to be dealing with such stuff that's actually common sense is annoying. So I get her frustration, but maybe she just doesn't know that little white girls, they don't get upbuilt in their homes a lot of times. They don't. They absolutely don't. And then when they become grown women, they cry out like the Karens that you see today. Let's continue.
Everybody along. We are supposed to be for everybody. When we say, oh, brown skin girls are beautiful, somehow they come out and say, well, everybody is beautiful. I'm like, no, we are not talking about everybody right now. Specificity. Ever heard of the word? We are talking about a specific group of people.
Whoa.
So I don't want to bring everybody else into this, but there comes a segment and there's a little girl, and let me see if I can find it. A beautiful little girl, little baby, gorgeous little baby. There she is. So this man, this is what was written on the top of her picture that the woman posted. I got to keep my baby out of the sun. And this guy's asked, he's saying, why? She's gorgeous. Why do you have to keep her out of the sun? So celebrating the beauty of each ethnic group is not a bad thing. And right now, what needs to be done, because this is the universe trying to correct itself, is, yeah, you have to be giving positive affirmations. You absolutely do. You absolutely have to break the cycle that has transpired. And I'm hoping we can get there. I'm hoping that we don't take steps back, and I'm hoping we can continue. But look how gorgeous this little girl is. She's beautiful. Beautiful. And there's nothing wrong with saying, this little girl's beautiful. This little boy's beautiful. There's nothing wrong with saying that. There's nothing wrong with giving affirmations. It makes a better society. But let me just say this. I hope that the women that are upset about this woman talking about beautiful black girls have the same type of love and affirmation they're giving to their sons. Are you telling your son how much you love your son? Are you telling your son how much you value him and how smart he is and how this and all the positive affirmations you can't give enough positive affirmations to children. Let me just say that. You cannot. But it just takes one or two bad things you say to your children that can affect their whole life. Remember that too. It takes just a couple things. You can say 1,000,000 positive affirmations, but if you say a couple bad things to your children, they can remember all of that. Just be very mindful, be very loving, and be very caring, and be positive. Keep giving children positive affirmations. Keep doing that, because that's going to build a society of beautiful, well-rounded, well-developed, grown adults in the future.